classmates. We are from Group 4 are going to present about Axiata Group Berhad SWOT analysis. But first, I would like to introduce my group members first. The first member is Nurhayati binti Muhammad Hasan, followed by NURAIN NATASHA binti Muhammad NAZRI, NURAIN IZZATI binti Muhammad AMIN, and me myself FARAH SYAZVINA binti Muhammad FADZIL. So, back to our discussion today. We are being assigned to present about Axiata Group Berhad. Our group are being assigned with questions of, by using SWOT analysis, discuss the internal factor that should be raised by Axiata in sustaining their business through the pandemic situations. So basically, we will be discussing about Axiata internal factor on how they sustain their business using the SWOT analysis.
Assalamualaikum and hello. My name is NURAIN NATASHA. Pandemic COVID-19 gave a big impact on our economy, including society or firm. Axiata Group Berhad is one of the economies affected by this COVID-19 pandemic. But this is not a barrier for them to sustain their business. Prudent steps should be taken by analyzing it using SWOT analysis, so that their action taken get satisfactory result. However, there are several factors that can be taken so that they can sustain their business. This includes of the financial of Axiata Group Berhad, management, research and development, also Axiata Group Berhad management information and system. We will presenting on how internal forces of fear affect the judgment by using SWOT analysis. We hope at the end of this presentation, you all get what we are trying to convey.
Thank you to the other presenter. My name is NURHAYATI binti Hasan and I will explain about the background of Axiata Berhad. Axiata serve on communication and network service. Axiata was found in 1992 and incorporated in the same year. Axiata was the division of Telecom Berhad. The name is TM International Berhad. After that, Axiata separate from the Telecom Berhad. Jamaluddin Ibrahim is the CEO of Axiata. Jamaluddin was a CEO of Maxis Communication and a former IBM engineer. Khazanah Nasional holds the majority of Axiata's shares, which is 36.7%. Khazanah Nasional is the government company and known as the source of funds. Khazanah Nasional helped the company grow up by have the majority of their shares. Next, Axiata have their product other than Malaysia too, such as in the Sri Lanka, Cambodia, India, Bangla and Singapore, also the Indonesia. Axiata also is one of the biggest region in the world, the biggest telecom towers. And Axiata subsidiary is XL Axiata, Dialog Axiata, and as we know, the Secom Axiata is also the Axiata subsidiaries and more other.
Now, I am going to explain the vision that Axiata planned to achieve. As Axiata was the regional champion in 2015, now Axiata aims to become the new generation digital champion in 2022. So it shows that Axiata's vision is very future-oriented and precise, although it is simple. Meanwhile, Axiata's mission is advancing Asia. So the mission itself is clearly defined because it reflects the path of the business to concentrate its growth in Asia. There are 4 key objectives defined by Axiata that are important for the organization's growth. First, Axiata wants to be among Asia's largest telecoms and tech groups, particularly in financial aspects. This is because Axiata is doing well in market capitalization and producing high investment returns. Next, Axiata wants to be known as the leading brand and talent factory in Asia because most Asian countries are aware of their existence, such as Malaysia and Sri Lanka. For the third objective, Axiata wants to be the number one choice for customers and partners. So Axiata strives to provide the best experience to customers while building trust with stakeholders. And another objective is to be recognized as a digital champion. Therefore, they are working harder to build a digital inclusive community that can access information using technology, especially in every region they operate.
Alright, so moving on to the next slide. Here is the organizational structure of Axiata Group Berhad. Tan Sri Jamaluddin, which is the CEO or Chief Executive Officer of Axiata, followed by Suriani Helmi, the Company Secretary, and Hadi Helmi Zaini Soria, their Group Chief Internal Auditor. Down below is the head of each department in Axiata Group Berhad.
One of the internal factors that should be raised by Axiata in sustaining the business in the pandemic situation is management. In the management, it involves with the process of coordinating by composing five functions which are planning, organizing, motivating, staffing and controlling. As we can see, Axiata is the large company with their total staff almost 20,000. In the organizational structure of Axiata, in every department have their heads that who will lead the department. Head in each of their department have an experienced leadership in managing the department. For example, the Sani is the Chief Human Resources Officer. He has served in that department for about 9 years and 6 months. However, how did Axiata Group Berhad maintain their business during this pandemic? Since Axiata Group Berhad is the biggest telecommunication company in Malaysia, then this situation is not a problem for them. Why this is not a problem for them? Because during MCO, many people are work from home, so of course they need internet connection. This is important task for management to planning, organizing, motivating, staffing, and controlling. My suggestion for them, they can design the best data plan with affordable price for since Celcom is the best network compared to others, of course, they can achieve customer satisfaction.
Thank you to the other presenter. Now I will explain on the financial weakness of Axiata company. There are 5 components under the financial, which is growth ratio, liquidity ratio, activity ratio, average ratio and profitable ratio. Axiata's share price performance slightly decreased after the pandemic-19. It decreased from 3 to 5 months. Usually, the shares performance will decrease for 2 or 3 months only and increase to until the next month. Decrease in the share performance will affect the overall business. The company might have the effect on their leverage ratio, which is the abilities to pay their debt. As we can see, Axiata financial performance for the third quarter of last year and this year, under the operating cost, the depreciation, implementation and amortization, the cost is 1,008,000, other than previous quarter is only for 1,006,000. So the difference is 2 million. And next, to the marketing and advertisement and promotion, the current year quarter is 4,000. Next, the staff cost. The staff cost for this quarter, for the current quarter, is 6,000 6 million, while the previous quarter is only for 5 million. So the difference of the current quarter and the previous quarter is 1 million. And next, the profit before the finance also only 1 million, while the previous year is higher than the current quarter. And next, for the finance income, the current quarter only for 42 million versus the previous year is 56 million, which means the difference is 14 million. And for the profit for the financial period is 3,998,000 million, lower than the previous quarter. The pandemic COVID-19 affect the financial activity, and it also affect the profit of the company. As we can see, the profit for the current year is lower than the previous years. Thank you.
Alright, the next analysis is Axiata internal force of opportunity in surviving the pandemic through research and development. Okay, as we all know, all businesses are currently battling this unprecedented phenomena, where Axiata are also not excluded, as multiple crises has arisen due to this pandemic, such as the increase in unemployment and termination of workers, public health concern, and the increase in social issues. After analyzing our current situation, Axiata realized that they might have better opportunity in providing better telecommunication services, as they are in service provider industries. Research and development role are very important, as they are the one that will look into what are the product and services that they will need to produce in order to match the current unstable market. Hence, an opportunity is created with the introductions of fixed wireless access and broadband to the customer that are suitable with the world new norm. So, what is meant by fixed wireless access and broadband? It is actually a high-speed, reliable internet service for rural and underserved areas. Internet is sent from the main access point to individual receivers installed at businesses, villages, and home. As people are getting more accustomed to the virtualization concept, where even corporations are now adapting to online video conferences instead of physically attending the meetings in or outside the country, Axiata has better opportunity because they could supply a service that will be more than adequate to the customers. Therefore, a thorough research on the market and the customer needed to be done to develop new and well-improved product to the market. If properly done, Axiata will be the leading service provider that could help many people's life. Telco will not only be the connectivity platform, but also will be seen as the basic necessity to live a functioning life.
During the pandemic, many companies have to deal with unforeseen threats, including Axiata. So the pandemic affected Axiata's management and financial. But a hidden and dangerous threat is rapidly rising during COVID-19. What caused this problem? This happened after movement control order was implemented. Employees started working from home, while students are not allowed to stay in dormitory or college. So these factors lead to an increase in internet usage. Cyber attack could be a threat to Axiata. This happens when irresponsible parties develop fake websites to access personal information through electronic communications. Many websites linked to COVID-19 have been reported, so after being analyzed, the links and websites are malicious. The links are modified to copy the credentials and authentication information before passing it on to the actual website. So this type of scam is very dangerous because it can happen without users' knowledge and difficult to detect since both links and websites seems real. Therefore, Axiata must find ways to solve the issue. The internal force Axiata can implement is Management Information and System. MIS is a computer system which collects data from various online sources. It analyzes information and reports data to make decisions. MIS also provides contacts within and outside the organization, which helps employees to access the information necessary for daily activities. Facilities like email and SMS also make it easier for the employees to communicate with customers and suppliers. So, Axiata provides a list that can be used by users to reduce the risk of being infected with cyber attacks. So, firstly, run up-to-date antivirus, scan from a reputable company regularly, such as Kaspersky antivirus software. Next, automatically backup. Data is also helpful because it will help the device recover faster when infected. Furthermore, patching the computer also should be done regularly. It may be troublesome for the users since OS and app manufacturer often releases updates, but it helps to fix functional issues in software and ensure security becomes tighter. Axiata also encourages users to secure Wi-Fi networks by creating a strong and unique password. Lastly, a login function that needs both password and permission from another device, or simply known as two-factor authentication, should be enabled by the users on their websites. In this way, the probability of hacking will be low. In conclusion, Axiata should leave one of the internal forces, which is Management Information and System (MIS), to sustain their business, although the pandemic has interrupted its business flow. Apart from that, this ensures customers stay loyal to the goods and services offered by Axiata because they can see Axiata's ability to overcome difficulties.
In conclusion, by using SWOT analysis, we can analyze what factors that should be taken in order to sustaining their business. Based on me and my friend have presented, we hope everyone can get what we are trying to convey. That's all from us. Thank you.